Hi guys, good morning. Well, soon to be good noon. I'm Paul McVeigh. Welcome to Wasted Lunch. How we doing? This is where you go to waste your lunchtime. You join me here on Wasted Lunch, where we end up talking about just about anything and everything. It's kind of how it goes. I sit here, I drink my coffee, maybe smoke a cigarette or vape, as I'm doing today. What's up, Matt? How we doing, Gary? I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. It's just saying that, yeah, this is a place where you waste your lunchtime, right here with me. Hope everybody's having a nice, fantastic day. Here I am in Northeast Ohio, and for the first time in about a week, it's sunshiny. It's been raining off and on for a week straight, I'd say. Finally, we get a break in the clouds. We'll see if it'll last, hopefully. It sure looks pretty out there. I haven't been outside too long today, just long enough to let out my dog and chase her around. Try and get her ass back in the house, because she's going squirrel crazy out there. The second I open that door, she just bolts and runs to every tree around and starts jumping up at them, thinking that her ass is going to be climbing up a damn tree, catching a squirrel. Gary's saying we are okay. Kathy said hi. Well, I'm glad to hear you guys are doing good. And hello to you too, Kathy. I hope you're doing well, dear. Let's see. It looks like Jonah Bailey is joining us. What's up, Jonah? Good morning. Good noonish. Yes, good afternoon would be probably a little more proper, wouldn't it? But I started at 11:59, so I got a pretty good start this morning. Already got lots of coffee pumping through my veins. Joe Kammer is on. What's up, Joe? Hope you're doing fantastic. Good afternoon. Thinking about talking about something near and dear to a lot of people's hearts today. Something that's been reflected upon by the media, by the films, and lots of kids nationwide, probably worldwide now. Long overdue subject we've never talked about so far. Let's see, Gary says, I'm glad we're here, not in North Carolina. Yes. Well, that's where a friend, Sean, almost ended up. Joe's waving. Here's a subject near and dear that I was going to talk about and see what you guys had to say about this. Okay. Do I think this is ever going to happen? No, of course not. Okay, a long time ago, two words became, I don't know if the term would be viral or what you would call it, but two words put together ended up being one of the major searches on Google. And this is quite a few years back, but I wasn't doing the show then. And those two words are zombie apocalypse. Those two words got searched together and still are being searched together a lot. Okay? Being looked up on the internet all the damn time. Obviously, the movies have gone crazy with the zombie thing and everything else. Do I think a zombie apocalypse or some kind of takeover would ever happen? No, I believe it's utter nonsense. I don't believe there ever really would be zombies, but like other people, like quite a few people, especially when I was a kid, I loved zombie movies. I did think, what the hell would I do if there were a zombie outbreak? You know, I grew up watching George Romero movies, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. I grew up watching those films, and I mean, it's almost impossible to watch those movies without thinking, what would I be doing in that situation? You know, boarding up windows and doors and all that crazy stuff. have you guys ever considered, not saying that you believe a real damn zombie apocalypse is going to happen. That's not what I'm asking. Well, I mean, you can say whether or not you really believe one would happen, but did you guys ever watch those movies or hear somebody bring up zombie apocalypse and think what you would do, where you would go if that happened? You know, and if so, please share. I'd love to hear what you guys think. You know, I've heard people, I've heard grown-ups talk about this before. You know, I go here, there, I collect this and that shit, and I get these supplies and get this for weapons, and I would choose this building to turn into a fort. I mean, I've heard some pretty funny stuff, especially from my kids, though. Especially my kids. I've heard mostly from them, but I've heard, you know, a couple friends chime in every now and then, and you know, I remember, like I said, I remember being a kid and a teenager watching the Romero movies and definitely thinking, oh, you know, if I were in their situation, I'd be handling it like this, you know. Especially Dawn of the Dead where they're in the mall, you know. That movie really just, that's the kind of movie that just was made and turns on your imagination about all this stuff you'd be raiding out of the mall and stuff. But, you know, I can't help but think that some people, you know, have actually given this some real thought. I mean, so where would you guys go in a zombie apocalypse? Would you stay home? Would you go get supplies first? I mean, you a survivalist person who already has a bunch of shit stocked up? I know it's ridiculous. I know this is a ridiculous topic, but yeah, would you stay home? Would you fort up your house? It can't be too ridiculous. It can't be too ridiculous talking about that. I mean, a hit TV show has been running for a long ass time now, with the premise of, you know, zombies taking over. So, you know, I'm not saying I believe it's going to happen. I don't even believe in zombies can ever really happen. But I'd like to hear some feedback from you guys as to what you guys would do. Thought I seen Sean on here for a second. Maybe I didn't. Let me see here. No, I didn't see Sean. But Joe, Jonah, Gary, you guys ever thought about it? What the hell you do when the zombies come for you? Let's see, Gary would have a drink first. Okay, that's good. Have a nice drink. Get your wits about you. Chill out with the drink. Joe, what would you do? What's the first thing you would do in a zombie outbreak once you heard the friggin' zombies are coming? Let's see, Jonah says I would watch a lot of zombie movies as well and would always imagine the what ifs. If I could take over a few places to hide out in nearby, would have to be in the high school library or on top of the stadium roof and stay near the press box. It's interesting. I don't think I'd choose that because, I mean, you got so many bleachers for the zombies to occupy. I don't know, unless you could lock them out of the stadium somehow, but damn, it seems like it'd definitely be a place with an interesting view. And if you could keep the zombies out of it, you could, you know, have a hell of a time shooting at them, you know, from up there. Be a hell of a shooting range for zombies, wouldn't it? There used to be, just a few years back, there used to be that big bank downtown, that modern style bank. I can't even remember what the hell the name of the bank was, but I mean, you guys are from Massillon. You'll remember that red brick and glass building that got torn down for a Walgreens. When I was a kid, I used to imagine myself and some friends taking over that baby and being on the upper floor, taking that thing over. Gary says he'd go to his mother-in-law's house. Okay. Now, would you guys? Joe hasn't chimed in. I don't know if Joe just thinks this is totally ridiculous or whatever, but so Gary'd go to his mother-in-law's. Jonah would be headed to the stadium or the high school library, which, if you could secure the school, that could be, you know, I don't know. Let's see, Jonah says First Merit Bank. Yes. Okay, thank you, Jonah. Couldn't think of which bank it was, but that was the one that me and some of my friends always thought would be a cool one to use as a fort. I mean, yes, there's a lot of glass, but that glass is tough. Joe says food, guns, and bunker. He's honestly never given it any thought. Okay, so it's definitely, for Joe, it's definitely the whole zombie thing has, anytime he has heard mention of zombies, it's obviously he has not given it a second thought. I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority here. Maybe I'm just thinking more people have thought about it, maybe, but you know, I've had fun thinking about it, especially when I was younger. So, and I've been into the zombie craze and genre. I've been into that since before it was popular. I never thought zombies would become as popular as they have. Chris Martin just started joining us. Chris, I just asked everybody if there were a zombie apocalypse, as unrealistic and impossible as that is, what's the first thing you would do, or where would you go? Would you gather up supplies and shit? Would you immediately head somewhere? Would you try and fortify something? If so, where? Now, you're down in Florida, so I don't know. I know nothing about there, what kind of buildings. But yeah, we're talking about a zombie apocalypse here. Let's see, we got one guy back from Massillon. We got Jonah, who would go, and he'd try and get to the stadium, into the press box. Gary would go to his mother-in-law's after having a drink. Joe said foods, guns, and bunker. How about you, Chris? What would you do? Would you gather up supplies? Is there stuff you need? Let's see. Chris says probably just grab some Bush Light and jerk off. And what the hell? Things have gone to shit. I'm just, not that I want to picture that, but I mean, you could have your Bush Light in one hand and then you're, then handling your business with your other hand. Jonah says I'm sorry. That was funny. Jonah says I could secure the school. I know where to go, where to get supplies. Thanks to the construction trades, all doors will be boarded up. I could get weapons from local Dunham Sports and hightail back to the school. I would be sure to have food, etc. Jeez, dude, sounds like Jonah's seriously done some real consideration over this shit. Oh my gosh. Chris followed up with kiss my happy ass goodbye. So he'd have his beer and be in masturbatory bliss. Joe says set sail on a boat. Zombies can't swim. That's something to think about. Yeah, you could be, you could be like, who the hell was that? Sonny Crockett in Miami Vice and shit. You're down there You could be wearing a pastel suit and, you know, in a little cigar boat, swirling around doing figure eights and shit around zombies. You know, maybe hitting them with the prop. You know, got some bitchin' ass sunglasses on, looking cool while you're doing it. Chris says, boats and hoes. Yes. Yes. You could be Miami Vicing them zombies and shit. But Jonah out there, it sounds like, Jonah, you have really thought about this shit. Joe says, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, that maybe that's what they need to make it. Miami Vice with zombies. I figured you meant hell yeah, Joe. I said, I read hell yeah, but I went ahead and auto-corrected that for you, verbally. Wow, I'm just, you know, and now I'm thinking about it, because we talked about, Chris is agreeing, Jonah has. Yeah, he's definitely thought about this shit before. He's definitely thought about this, haven't you, Jonah? You really figured out what the hell you were going to do when this shit hit the fan. And Chris, since we were talking about diets and stuff the other day, I'm picturing you now with your Nutrisystem pack, a big bundle, big ass bundle of that shit, big bundle of Busch Light, and your pants down while you're flying around in a boat now. Not that I like picturing you with your pants down, it's just what you said was so funny. Jonah says, well, one thing I just thought of was I would always say school was hell. Well, I would be trapping myself in the place where I wanted to leave. FML, sorry, I am not savvy and all that stuff. I don't know what FML means. Let's see. Joe says the boats and hoes is a Step Brothers reference. Okay. Whoops, I missed that. I actually didn't watch Step Brothers, but I'm still thinking of Miami Vice. Let's see, Jonah says, yes, I have. Chris Martin put laughing out loud, laughing out loud, laughing out loud. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I mean, yeah, like I said, you know, my idea of daydreaming is not picturing, you know, another dude yarking off, but just think of how great of a picture that would be, you know, big package and Nutrisystem bars and Busch Light and yeah, and you working your tugboat. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Shouldn't even be talking about this shit. But we are. Let's see. Yeah. You'd have to, definitely want some damn weaponry, right? Weaponry, or would you just be, you know, would you have weapons and worry about being offensive too? Or would a person just be more concerned about being defensive and kind of trying to ride the storm out, so to speak? Because if, you know, we're talking about something that's pretty much impossible to happen. But, Sean, thanks for joining us. We are talking about what we would do in the case of a zombie apocalypse. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to, after this show, you're going to end up having to watch this in its entirety. Chris put up a whole bunch of cool little pictures of foods and hamburger and beer. Jonah said, this would be insane. If I was bored, I could play football by myself in the huge indoor facility. Yes, you could. You could be out there throwing a football to yourself. And I'll tell you what, man. If you could throw long passes and be capable of catching them, you'd be one of the badass. I mean, you'd be badass. Then, you know, Joe agrees. He'll take the Busch Light though. He will take that. Now me, I'm not a light beer kind of guy. Even though, you know, I need to watch my weight. I don't drink lots of beer anyways, really. But I think I would like to have some beer with me when the outbreak happens. So I would, And here's what I've been drinking. I'll go ahead and I'm going to do a plug for him. Yeah, not like I'm getting paid or for anything, but I will put in my opinion, if you guys haven't tried Hams, it's pretty good shit. In my opinion, what it's like is Miller High Life, only better. Chris says, Joe, what body of water are you going to be in with your boat? The Tusk? Oh gosh, that would... You have to have a rowboat or something for the Tusk. For anybody who's not from around here that ends up watching this, the Tusk is a muddy-ass river we got running through a whole bunch of us guys' hometown. It's not very big. Joe says the Gulf. Joe, you would have to do some traveling to get to the damn Gulf. So, Joe's going to get himself some supplies and shit. Like Chris, grab some Bush Light, and then head down to the Gulf. I hope the roadway system wouldn't be all gunked up for you. I'll tell you what, being in Ohio would be a bitch, wouldn't it? You know, that's where Chris has an advantage over most of us. It's being in Ohio without electricity and stuff, that would suck. Going through a zombie outbreak, freezing your ass off. I mean, there would be a lot of energy wasted. Used up in the wintertime would be just trying to stay alive in the heat, trying to stay warm. Sean says, hey man, I dig a hole and stay underground. Oh shit, Sean's gonna turn into the human friggin' mole here. He's gonna dig his ass underground. Chris Martin says, Joe, drive fast and save the mileage. And Joe's laughing over that. Oh my gosh. He'd have to be hauling his ass. Oh shit. Jonah says he would seriously laugh if he went down the Tusk. I'm pretty sure no lock is working anymore. Oh gosh. Joe says I'll drive it like I stole it. Chris is sharing something. Joe rented a truck one time and thought if he drove fast he wouldn't tack on as many miles. Is that true? Are you serious? Something tells me you're serious and Joe actually thought that shit. There's no way. No way. Did he really? Joe says he's lying. So you're saying Chris is lying. Oh gosh. And Jonah, yeah. If Joe were to try and take the Tusk anywhere substantial, he'd have on a boat, it'd be a real pain in the ass. I canoed quite a few miles of the Tusk one time. There's a whole bunch of, I forget what they call them. They call them something dams or whatever. They're big drop-offs and shit. Chris says he is serious as a heart attack. That is in all capital letters, meaning Joe, Chris must be telling the truth. You can only use all capital letters if you're telling the truth. So, Joe, you were hauling ass thinking you were going to save mileage on a rented truck. I don't know. I'm starting to believe Chris here, man. Unless, of course, you turn around and all cap it, then it'll be like, oh, gosh. You know, I mean, the all capital letters, though, is pretty big. Let's see, Joe's saying it had I believe you mean it had negative miles, because you put it negative miles on it when I turned it in. How do you have negative miles on it? Don't tell me you did some Ferris Bueller shit and drove it backwards for miles, I mean, or tried that. Negative miles? Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Chris says he can't stop laughing. It's true, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. What the hell? Man, maybe Joe knows some shit I don't know. Negative miles? What the hell? He said, oh, just saying, or Chris said that's how fast he drove. It went backwards. Oh, my gosh. That's how fast he drove. Went backwards. Oh, gosh, you guys. Oh, shit. What the hell? All I know is it must have been an interesting ride with you guys. Sean, that's what you do? You tunnel though? That's all you do? Do you have some major firepower on you? I'm wanting to know what Sean would do. He didn't chime in too much. He wants to turn into the human mole. And Jonah's laughing. Shit. I don't know. Oh, Joe's losing it right now. Oh, shit. You guys... I don't know. I've done some goofy shit, though, too. One time I rented rented a moving truck, and which would be good for a zombie apocalypse, because this truck had an electric lift. Okay, we rented this to move my sister from one house to the other. My sister's not that big that she needed put in a moving truck. That's not what I'm getting at. It was to actually move her stuff, but she's actually small. But she had an old box of canned goods, and I found out that when you're moving the electric lift up, I found out by observing and being careful that when the lift came up, came real close to the truck and then closed right up to it, and I'm like, I think I could fit one of these cans of goods in here since they're canned goods. And went ahead and wedged one of those in there, and then I'm like, let's see how strong this lift is, right? So I held the lift button up, and it was strong enough to where it kept squeezing on this canned goods. I don't know if it was peas or what the hell it was. Anyways, kept squeezing, and then boom, it popped and exploded, and whatever the shit was inside blew up everywhere. So then me and my brother spent the next 15 minutes laughing our asses off, going through dozens of canned goods, exploding them all over my sister's yard and inside of the moving truck. I mean, we had sliced carrots, cocktail fruit, everything else. We're just making them explode with this electric lift on the back of this rented truck. Made a hell of a mess out of it. We actually took it to the car wash and washed it out. But this shit, yeah, it's a very strong lift. Helpful in a zombie apocalypse, I'm sure. Sean says, I'd have 2 Uzis and a dog plus a lifetime supply of canned food. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Some real planning. 20 Uzis and your dog. Better have a good trained dog. Joe says, thanks for the laugh, guys. He's going back to work. See you tomorrow. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Joe. Thanks for being on here. Don't drive too damn fast, all right? Joe's going to walk back into his job so fast, he's going to be going in reverse. Wow. Shit. Yeah, I think since I'm a family guy and I have so much family, I guess I'd be posting up at home. But I'd have to be doing me some raiding to make sure I have extra food. I have to do that, but fall is right on our asses. It's right on our asses, and then winter. Oh gosh, yeah, winter would be a bitch. So I don't have a wood burner anymore. That would work out good. Chris is laughing. I think that's about the comment I used about Joe walking so fast. Yeah, I think Jonah says exploding canned goods. Awesome. It was funny as shit, guys. I mean, to the point where we totally abandoned what we were there to do. We stopped helping move shit for 10, 15 minutes just to explode canned goods everywhere. Horrible waste of food. Chris says yes, that's what he was laughing about. Horrible waste of canned food. I should feel bad about wasting so much food. Honestly, I hate canned food. Don't get me wrong, if we were in a situation like we're talking about, my ass would have to get over my fear of canned food and start eating the shit. But oh my gosh, I'm just not a big canned food guy, so I'd have a hell of a time surviving. What's happening, Russ? Russell Finley is out there. Chris is saying, hey, Joe, get back to work. I'm going to read this exactly how you typed it, all right, Chris? Hey, Joe, get back to work for you can get some change. It sounds like you're like straight off the boat from somewhere. For you can get some change. Yeah. You know, it's just funny. I type in shit too when I'm talking to other people and then see what I type in sometimes and I'm like, I just worded that really weird. Rochelle, hi. How you doing, dear? We're talking about zombie breakouts and what the hell we would do. And there's been some real wacky ass ideas. Joe is cheesing back at us. Oh shit. Yeah, I'd probably have to stay home and be a homebody, but damn, it'd be hard to stay warm. Chris Martin said it's a joke. Dude said that to him. Exact words. Really, that's a quote. I'm laughing and my belly is hitting the table and shaking my tripod and all that shit. Sean says, hey, I got some news again. The location for vacation changed again. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, guys. Now we're going towards Panama Beach, Florida meeting. I can still broadcast from the beach. We're going to have to do that. Rochelle says, I'm prepared. Bring it on. She's got a big, muscly arm flexing. Oh gosh. She's ready to go badass. Joe said, for he could get cigarettes. I'm done, he says. He's got to get his ass back to work. And he's still chiming in. Chris is asking Rochelle, are you good? Yes, are you good? I haven't seen you for years. It's been ages. So you're ready for the apocalypse. From what I've seen, what little I've seen, I'm not a major busybody online. I mainly do my videos and I like to make sure when I know it's somebody's birthday to, send them happy birthdays. But I believe I've seen some pictures of you with some, doing some hunting, right? You've done some hunting. Oh no, where the hell did she go? Chris, I'm fantastic. Yes, sir, it has. Ready for it? Faux sure. Sorry, faux show. I corrected myself. Yes, I've seen some pictures of you with some firepower. So, yeah, guys, you might want to be respectful. Yeah, we better be respectful talking to Michelle. She can hunt. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of some beasts you've taken down. You're holding big-ass guns and stuff? Yes, sir. Maybe those, Sean says maybe those zombies are friendly and just needs a hug. Oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what, dude, if it's me and you out and about, I'll let you do the zombie hugging. I've heard of having a liberal attitude towards things, but that goes beyond what I'm willing to do. I'll let you hug them. I'll let Rochelle shoot them. Me and Chris will drink the Busch Light, but I won't be paying attention to what the hell Chris is doing with this other hand. Rochelle says hunting starts in 2 weeks. And she looks to be happy from her emoji. That's what they call them things, right? Emojis. I think I got that right. Emojis or emoticons, I guess. I gotta remind myself of this shit because I am a Metro Billy. Let's see. Chris is laughing. And Jonah is wishing Sean good luck with that zombie hugging. Yes. Sean, I can see Sean going out there. Come here, sweet little zombie. Yeah. Well, hopefully Rochelle will not accidentally shoot you, Sean, while you're giving a zombie a hug. Hopefully not. Yeah. more I think about it, guys, the more I think and I've already said it, how shitty it'd be in Ohio in the winter without electric. I mean, I don't have a wood burner. I used to have a wood burner. And that, of course, primitive heating that, chop down wood. And Chris says, bush light and tugging my boat. Yeah, I'll be talking to you, Chris. I'll just make sure I stay eye level with you, while we're drinking our beers. Yeah. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain kind of thing. Man below the curtain. Jonah says, I'll be in the high school while Sean joins the dead. Well, Paul, you might be too drunk off your ass to realize he's playing with himself next to you. Rochelle's got a wood burner. Alright, maybe she'll share. Chris is laughing. Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you, Jonah, for that. Yeah. Poor Sean. Our buddy Sean is going to join the fucking zombies. Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know. That'd be tough, just like in those movies, somebody's best friend gets zombified and shit, and then you gotta start thinking about shooting them. And yeah, you know what, Chris? We could get you one of those trench coats. Chris is laughing about what you said, Jonah. We get you one of those trench coats. I used to have one, and it had slits in it, where you could put your hands all the way, not just into the pockets, but you could put them all the way, whoop, whoop, into your coat to where you could reach in your pants pockets. I guess so you didn't have to take your hands out to look for something in your pants pockets. You go right through the trench coat, so we'll get you one of those. Get it light colored so it doesn't have any white spots on it after the zombie apocalypse. Either way, I think Rochelle says bring your own wood. Pun intended. You so bad. You're so bad. Either way, I think what would happen, I think Jonah would be having a lot of fun running around the high school and shit. Chris would be having fun because he'd be, drunk and touching himself. And I think Rochelle would have fun. Obviously, she'd be going ham on blowing off some damn zombie domes. I mean, this girl's ready for this shit. As Sean says, hey, Chris, keep your hands where I can see them and keep your sock on. I'm guessing that is exactly what you meant that to turn out to be. Keep your sock on. There you go. Yeah, get a gym sock, Maybe they got 3 pair of, socks with, 3-piece sets. One for all 3 feet. Chris says he will. Oh gosh, shit. Ray popped on here. Let's see if we can keep him. Ray, we're talking. Oh no, we couldn't keep him. Shit, maybe if I would have shared with him what we were talking about, he would have left faster. I don't know. Rochelle says I'd be drunk in my tree picking them off in distance, trying to get all you men to leave their damn wood alone. Make us sound like animals. We are. Chris Martin says walking around like Chili Peppers used to, sock on the cock. Yes. I don't know why I'm worried about saying that. I mean, this done turned into an adult program a while ago. So I'm like, put the sock on the cock. Like, oh, it's not going to pick me up. I'm not cussing if I just say it real quiet. What the hell? Oh, gosh. Yes, the Chili Peppers, but you'd be very cold come winter time. Well, down in Florida, you'd be alright, I guess. Let's see, Rochelle says, you guys do that well on your own. Is that like leaving somebody to their own devices? I guess so. Oh my goodness. Yeah, zombie apocalypse. It'd be terrible, something like that. But luckily, yeah, I think I think this whole zombie thing that's gotten popular, I think it's kind of like the UFO shit was in the 40s and 50s. You know, remember all the damn movies they had out about that? And there were a lot of people walking around talking about what if that shit really happened and stuff. I think the zombie thing is just modern. Sean said, I'd be underground with my Uzis, pet my dog, eating a can of ravioli. There you just hit upon one canned good that I can stand. Can stand. Nice. Is I can handle like the canned pasta stuff, like ravioli, spaghettios, shit like that. Yeah, I can eat those. It's just a lot of the other canned stuff I can't stand. But you know what? If Rochelle could be picking off zombies and then every now and then find a deer or something, you know, provide some game, maybe share with us, that would be nice. That'd be helpful. Wow. My ass would try and climb up in the tree stand and my fat ass would fall down. And yeah, now them tree stands, you got one of them things, Michelle? I'm guessing. They better, if I was going to go hunting, they better make them shit sturdy. Jonah says, I hope there are no crusty socks. I will have a huge supply of them at the high school. I can give you more socks. I will also grab the moisturizer as well. Don't worry, boys. I got you covered. Oh, God. Shit. Damn, Jonah. Of course, I gotta remember, Jonah's fresh out of high school, so he is definitely, you know, so like half of your thinking is like groin level. Shell says, pretty sure eating Tide Pods, snorting bath salts, and other whack-ass shit started the zombie world, and you won't fall out with a harness on you, and yes, I have 13 stands up currently. I would say you're more than an enthusiast. 13 mother stands? 13 of them. Jeez. How the hell do you even remember where the hell all these stands are? Sorry, guys. I'm, you know, I think Michelle's, you know, this was one of them team things. I think she'd definitely be one of the, like, very strong members of the team. 80 acres? 80 acres. Oh my gosh. Damn. They all have names. Shit. She has 80 children that are tree stands. And they all have names. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jonah put, Rochelle, that you forgot about crazy people snorting condoms. What the hell is that about? Are you serious? Seriously? People snorting condoms? How does somebody think that's going to work out for them? What the hell would be the point in that? Besides dying or something. Let's see. Chris hopes one of them is named Chris or Chubby. How about that? You got any named Chris or Chubby? My gosh. Yeah, guys. I think, you know, wow. I think Rochelle's more ready. Rochelle and Jonah sound like they're the most prepared for this shit to go down. Chris, Sean, Gary, everybody else. They sound like they're ready for this shit. Rochelle says, well, yeah, how am I supposed to find them? Funny that I actually have 8 kids. Birthed 1, raised 8 total. You, Jonah. Rochelle says, eek. Sorry, I don't. She doesn't have any Chubby or Chris named ones. She's got a... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have 8 kids myself. And 4 of them biologically are my kids, and then 4 of them biologically my wife's kids. We got the McVady bunch is what we got going on here. So I'm right there with you on that. Wow. None named Chris or Chubby. Sean says they snort it through their nose and pull it out their mouth. They use ribbed ones for that? I don't understand how that would give you a rush. Chris says you need a 14th one then. Rochelle, you need a 14th one so you can name it Chris or Chubby. Shauna says, please don't tell me you have tried it, Sean. He does sound familiar with the technique. Rochelle said, like Shane Fenton used to do with spaghetti. That sounds painful. Snorting it through your nostrils and then pulling it out your mouth. I mean, shit, it hurts bad enough when you get water up your nose while you're swimming, yet alone that. Yet alone a spaghetti noodle, jeez. So, oh gosh. Oh, I could imagine somebody trying to snort a meatball. I cannot picture somebody trying to snort a condom. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying I don't believe it, because I honestly believe that if it's possible, somebody's goofy ass has done it kind of philosophy. Sean says, no, Jonah, I'm not that sick in the head, man. I'm going to read this exactly as you put it, okay? So don't get pissed at me, because I'm reading it exactly as you typed it. No, Jonah, I'm not that sick in the head, man. If Hove done that crap, man, you ain't welcome in this house, man. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and translate. I think, Sean, you mean if you've done that crap, man, you ain't welcome in the house, man. Sean says that's not the natural place to put a condom. Well, at least he knows what he's talking about there, huh? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Sean's tunneling. Oh gosh. Chris says he needs what Sean is on. Oh yeah. Sean, you're going to have to share some of your spicy elements or something. Chris is needing a fix, man. He needs whatever you're on to, because he wants to, what is that? What did he put there again? Hove done that crap, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I can't help but read stuff exactly how people put it down, because it sometimes comes out so funny. You know what sucks is when you're putting something on Facebook, like responding to somebody, like some real serious shit happens, and you're trying to put something heartfelt, a comment or a reply or something, and then you really shit on it, and you're like, type it in, you feel good that you said something that really meant something and heartfelt, and then you're like, what the hell, what the fuck did I just put down there? And then, Sean says, hey Chris, I'm on 5 hours of sleep and nothing to eat. That's what you got to do, Chris. Starve yourself from food and sleep, and you'll be feeling high as a kite, just like Sean. Jonah says, not trying to be stereotypical, Sean, but Sean, you sounded black for about 5 seconds. Let's see, Rochelle's doing good. She said you can keep your wacky smacky stuff, Sean. She doesn't need to borrow anything. Rochelle says, autocorrect hates me and makes me look bay-ass crazy. Maybe I'm not keeping up with the times, bay-ass. I'm guessing you mean way-ass. I don't know. I can only decipher it. Yeah, I hate autocorrect. Okay. And I'll tell you why I hate autocorrect, guys. Because I type in weird shit. I'll like take words, normal words, and then I'll add my own twist on them, or even make up my own words. Just be goofy, just be silly, and then autocorrect. Oh, see, Rochelle put C, bat ass. That's what she wanted. But yeah, I try and make up my own words, and autocorrect wants to fuck with me. I hate them. Jonah says, my grandma once said LOL after someone passed away. She thought it meant lots of love. Oh my gosh. Did you guys hear that shit? Did you see that shit? His grandma put LOL after somebody died. She thought it meant lots of love. Well, that's what it used to mean back in the days. Chris says, gotta go hang up pool floats on John when done. Poor Chris having to hang up pool floats. Chris Martin says, bat shit. He put it in caps. Maybe that's why he got away with it. Yeah, I gotta do little tricks and stuff in order to put on words the way I want them to be on there. I gotta do, like, put in a word and then, like, jump the, I don't know if you call it cursor or whatever, back to something else, or else if I just push the space thing, it'll want to correct it, and I friggin' hate that, because I like having fun just being silly, making up my own words, you know, and, I don't know how the hell to turn that autocorrect shit off anyways. Sean says, I have no idea how I put hove and not have the O is nowhere near what the A what nowhere near the A. What the hell am I doing? I'm glad an old English teacher of mine did not see that. Well, you know what? You're alright here, Sean. You're alright. But I will read shit just the way people say it, especially if it sounds a little off. It's just adds a little spice, a little seasoning to what's going on, that's all. Oh my gosh. Well, it's all started with this zombie talk. I don't know. I think us Ohioans, our big challenge would be once the winter is here, how the hell is that warm? Rochelle's got that covered. She's got herself a wood burner, and she's got fire irons to keep the law in her neck of the woods. Whereas most of the guys are just talking about having beer and being goofballs. Enlightening, isn't it? Wow. Well, shit, guys. It's 12:51. It's about time I have to get off here and get back to other things. I think this has been a great show today, guys. I want to thank everybody for hopping on here. Michelle, it's really cool you got on here, because I've never seen you on here, so that was really awesome. Shows on, I say noon-ish, okay, because Monday through Friday, okay. I say noon-ish because sometimes it ends up being late. Oh, let's see. Rochelle says back to the grind. Great convo. Once again, I just got the muscle thing. Let me flex a little bit myself for that arm thing. Chris says she's still hot. Crazy. Rochelle says, got your backs if the zombies show up. Sean says, you know how to keep warm underground. You keep digging till you're near the middle of the earth. Chris says, okay, see ya. Yeah, gonna end up hopping off here, guys. Thank you guys very much for hopping on. I've had a great time. I think you guys had a good time too. And anybody who ends up watching this after the fact, thanks for watching the show. Jonah says, thanks for an amazingly crazy convo. That means conversation, right, guys? Just making sure. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Friggin' great show. And it wouldn't have been great if you guys didn't show up. It wouldn't have been like that. It wouldn't have been as yummy and flavorful. So, it's good stuff, guys. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. And thanks to anybody who watches this. I hope you have a good day, too. Sean says, have a good day. God bless. God bless you. And all of you guys who watch us. Yes, much love out to everybody. Appreciate you watching. Everybody Take care of yourselves. Look out for your fellow brothers and sisters out there. And try and just have a great day. And I'll be back on tomorrow for more Wasted Lunch, guys. Alright? See you, Jonah. And see you, everybody else. Bye.